Yeah. Hey yo, on the voices. We are the voices in your head. Get my podcast, leave them dead. Laugh too hard, now your brain gone numb. Kick drum, hit like a shotgun drum. Bent, 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 bent.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, you saw the logo. You know this is the Bent Mike podcast, and you're acutely aware that we talk about all things the relevant and the irrelevant when it comes to contact and combat sports. Also, half pro wrestling, half profanity. We got a lot to review and talk about. We got a SummerSlam to review. We got a Spider-Man movie to talk about.
Do we?
We also are going to spend a little time talking about our good sponsors, VIPizza, as we go through the Who Wants to Be a Sting Millionaire trivia game.
Steve Borden.
That's him. And we're going to finish off with a pretty fun Four Horsemen, but the most important thing we do here week to week is our check-in. My best good friend, Mike Zeke, how are you?
Oh, man, I'm doing fantastic, DC. Down here in the bowels of the Bet and Mike studios, shooting episode 54. That was my flag football number when I played football.
54.
54.
Mine was 61, and God willing, we don't have strokes or heart attacks before we get there because, Father Time takes its
I like
toll.
to bet, so we can do the over-under in the comments. You let me know where we're at on
What year would that be?
that. You're 61 or
61.
me 61?
No, when the episode 61, if we did
episode
it
61.
every week.
If we do it every week.
For what? 7 more weeks?
Yeah, we got 6. Yeah, 7 weeks.
We might not make it.
Well, if we don't, it was good talking about wrestling, and God knows what else we've talked about on this podcast.
Anything and everything.
And the libations.
Well,
Let's do this one first.
do this one first, and then that one second.
And then it's tradition.
And the libation celebration. Count it down, Mike Zeke.
3, 2, 1.
Oh. The cool, crisp, refreshing taste of Coke Zero. I wish they were a sponsor.
And
But
trying the Coke Zero. I miss you, Diet Coke.
is that...
I love Diet Coke, dude. It's my favorite soda.
Well, okay, so if you had to say regular Coca-Cola Classic, Coke Zero, Diet Coke, where would you arrange those?
Diet Coke, Coke Zero, regular Coca-Cola.
Okay. This has a special place in your heart then.
Yeah, I mean, I've had diet soda for so long that the taste of regular soda, and I tried it for like a week to go back because someone's like, no, you really should just drink the regular stuff. So I tried it for a week.
Yeah.
I hated life for an entire week. DC all the way, baby. I love Diet Coke.
A real one. Once you go
I'm a day
Diet
one-ish
Coke,
Diet
you
Coke.
never go
you
back.
Don't.
Story.
Sorry. Once you get that crisp silver can, sorry, there's no going back.
Let me ask you this question. If you had to rank these, Pepsi, Diet Pepsi, Diet Coke, Coke Zero, is
Diet Coke, Coke Zero, Diet Pepsi.
Does Diet Pepsi get any
No.
play?
Pepsi
No.
gets no play in my
No!
house. No. The only Pepsi that I play in this
Ooh.
house is Pepsi Zero. My father-in-law loves Pepsi.
That's a bold
Loves
statement.
Pepsi. You know, that's not a bold statement. That's a true statement. And I'll go on record to say it. Because he would tell you
Well,
if he was
stenographer, better
Yep.
crack your knuckles. Mike's on the record.
I almost bought a digital note taker because I thought it might be nice to help to doing the podcast.
Can it speak back to us like AI?
I don't know.
Ah.
I looked at it for a second and got off track.
That's like our Alice. It could be like our Alice from the Jetsons.
Our producer is staring daggers at me
What? Why?
because she basically does this for me. I was just stating that I was looking at something today and I saw it. I was like, oh, I didn't know this existed. And I just threw it in there for that. But no, my father-in-law, Dan, is a big Pepsi connoisseur, if you will. Now, and being down in New Bern, North Carolina, the birthplace of PepsiCo, and going and getting Pepsi made like the original way. Like I tried that.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
What's the original way?
Like it's the syrup, and then they put in the soda, and then they like mix
They
it.
call that lean.
Yeah, it's fucking
Scissor.
it's flat. It's flat.
It's
but
purple.
I did it. It's an experience. I did it to try it.
We
You
stayed
know?
on the original.
Yeah, the original hardwood floor of
This-
the original.
Does Papa Producer drink the full Pepsi, the real blue can?
Oh, yeah.
the good. So okay.
He's a blue can
So
kind
he
of guy.
got, So I mean, because we're talking about those 0-calorie beverages, which have their own distinct personality and taste.
Yeah.
Like Diet Coke tastes different than Coke,
Mhm.
as does Diet Pepsi taste different from Pepsi. Some people like Diet
tastes
Pepsi.
like straight shit to me. I hate Diet Pepsi. I don't like Diet Pepsi. Listen, the Pepsi Zero,
Excelente.
the Pepsi Zero, I would actually put above the Coke Zero, and I'm not even lying about that. So I would do Diet Coke, Pepsi Zero, Coke Zero. Because the taste I get on this, it's just like, it's trying so hard to be Diet Coke, and it's not. I'd rather just have Diet Coke.
Wouldn't the impression be it's trying so hard to be like Coca-Cola though?
Not in my brain.
Like at one time, it and Diet Pepsi were or it and Diet Coke were really close friends, and he started going hanging out with the tougher kids in school, and it was trying to be more like.
Yeah, then he came back and he changed the logo because it used
Yeah.
to be Coke Zero. Now
So he's
it's
like,
Coca-Cola
"Hey, man,
Zero Sugar.
You got a new jacket?" He's like, "Yeah, I've been hanging out with my new rich friends over here, Coca-Cola Classic," and they have the nice cars and stuff, and the Diet Coke drives a Honda Civic.
Man,
Anyway,
there's an audience for this. There is. Hey, the Coca-Cola has a polar bear, right? That's their.
yeah.
Well,
And Coke
I don't
Zero
know
has
that.
2 morons that do a wrestling podcast, apparently. We would make awesome CGI characters. In fact, I know we are because I did that to us before. Also, Dustin Vipon. Anyway, we are going to talk a little bit about SummerSlam, but I am glad that you are doing well, Mike Zeke. That is the most important thing. You were under the weather earlier this week, and I do worry for you.
Mm.
So, we had a fellow co-worker at Imagine Wrestling, Dr. Keystone, be very sick for a month. I'm glad you were not sick.
I was
for a
concerned
month.
that's what it was.
Well, you look good, healthy and strong.
It's not a healthy lean,
virile,
but it's a little lean
and dependable.
Yeah, feel a lot better than I did on Sunday and Monday for sure.
Well, let's.
Before we move on, how's your rib?
It still is very tender, as a matter of fact. I have not been able to shake it, so to speak. So
At this point, buddy, it's been 3 weeks. I think it's
Well,
time to.
I did see a doctor, and he said basically it's either a bruise or a break, but at this point there's not really anything they can do because there's no real significant bracing.
Fuck that body cast. Let's do it.
I don't think I've broken several ribs. I think I probably really deeply bruised one though. I'm ambulatory, and from my what I read on WebMD, you can't walk if you have broken ribs. Plural.
And you're getting around good.
Yeah, I'm doing okay.
All right.
I guess.
That's
So let's talk about Trouble. That's me.
I roll.
Cherry lips.
That's me.
Liv Morgan defeated Io Sky by pinfall. 13 minutes. What'd you think? Real quick.
I'm honestly shocked that Io didn't win.
I know you are.
But I mean, clearly there's a bigger picture that I'm not seeing, and we kind of got that tease on Monday.
Well, I do think Liv Morgan is the best female heel on television right now. So that's my position, and I'm sticking to it. We'll talk more about
on
it a little later.
television. I mean, it's hard to argue that. I mean, Jade's a good heel, but I love Jade though. I fucking hate Liv Morgan.
That's why she's not a heel.
You see what I'm saying?
I know, and you are, because guess what?
I'm a mark.
No, you're a fan. A connoisseur. I called you an aficionado on the air tonight.
Oh, on the show.
Yes.
Yeah, I was not on the volume show tonight.
But I try to definitely.
Did you tell them I had diarrhea of the mouth?
No. I told Kato what was going on.
No. On air.
No. I did say
one time on air, DC Bentley said Mike Zeke's a little under the weather. He's got a case of the diarrhea.
No, I did say you had diarrhea again tonight. But LA Knight came out to a staggering ovation, and Solo Sikoa, Royce Keys defeated the Bloodline, Jacob Fatu, and the Usos. 6-man match, 11 minutes. 11 minutes was perfect for this.
Yeah, I liked the match. Solo really shined in this match, I feel. Him fucking hitting Jay with
kidding.
the fucking rollback. Dude.
I love
Like-
that. That was so cool.
And I'll eat a little bit of crow here because I said I don't like that he reminds me so much of like Big Jim and Jay.
Not so much now, right?
Yeah, no, he still does, but it's like me being mad that Jay does similar things to Jimmy, like to what he does, and they're fucking twins. Like, you know what I mean? Like, Solo he's done enough to kind of separate himself from his brothers.
Yes.
From changing his name, coming into whatever. But I really, really think he's coming into his own with what they're allowing him to do, and they have been for the last couple of weeks. I thought he was the highlight of the night. I don't want to say like all of night one, but it was one of like you said to me earlier, like top three. Like, what are your top three? Give it like honestly, Solo shined.
Wait a second. Let me just clarify this because I think people are gonna tune in specifically for your opinion. As far as being a professional wrestling fan at this point, my biggest fandom comes from their ability to surprise me.
Right.
It surprises me how entertaining Solo Sikoa was in that match.
Mm-hmm.
I was not expecting it. I got it, and I highly enjoyed it. And I was in a room full of snobby wrestling biatches. Biatches.
Yeah, I was not there. I was not.
So
with you.
some of the wrestling royalty from Imagine Wrestling gathered in a room that I happened to be in. I can't tell you who. We're not allowed to talk about it.
Hey, there's a word that we like to use in the business.
There was an
intermingling.
intermingling.
We still like to try to use.
There was an intermingling. So
The fade was Cade, bro.
But yes, regardless, Jacob Fatu still shines.
Oh yeah.
Royce Keys, I still think is a superstar. LA Knight, that pop is not deniable. I'm sorry, and I had this discussion with our trainer, Kato, and he thinks the bloom will be off the rose quickly. I disagree. I think LA Knight popped huge here, popped huge the next day.
I feel like I've been hearing the same argument about LA Knight for the last 4 years, but we're still talking about it.
And
I don't
why
think
is that?
it's a him problem. I think it's a booking problem at this point.
But it doesn't matter how they book him; he's still over. He gets a huge, huge pop. Maybe it's the song. Maybe they're cheering for the song. Maybe I'm missing something. I'm old and I don't like any wrestling, to be honest with you. So when I watch any of them, I hate everything all of them do because I always see holes in it and I could always do it better myself because that's how wrestling marks think.
Us being desensitized to the business.
Exactly.
I mean, especially at a very young age, like.
But
I get what you're saying.
That pop is undeniable.
Yeah, I agree. The entrance for Jacob Fatu with the mask and Jay like acting like he was like had him on a leash and shit, like that was fucking tough. Like the whole match was
Did you
good.
like the mask?
I did. The first time I saw it, I didn't, but for whatever reason, this presentation with the mask, I fucking dug it, dude. I did. I dug it.
You know who it reminded me of?
Who?
You remember back in the old I'm not sure which wrestling company it was, but it was in Japan somewhere. Super Leatherface?
Yeah.
Didn't it kind of look like the Super Leatherface mask?
A little bit.
Pull it up and look at it. We're gonna move on because I think this is
werewolf.
I think this is yours and my favorite match. Gunther defeated Nick Aldis.
Yeah.
11 minutes.
Morning Glory. Oasis. How about that?
I
don't cut you off. Here.
Barrel Bar, apology. Time for DC to eat a little crow.
We're getting low.
Well, that's okay. Because I only owe you one.
Wow.
You said that they were going to do something before SummerSlam to promote Nick Aldis. I said they didn't, and they hadn't done enough, and they would never put another promotion over. They did. Hell of a package on SmackDown.
Yeah.
And then
He got
the Oasis treatment. And then he comes out and he looks like that and he performs like that.
Hey, he looked like $1 million. He got to put Gunther in the cloverleaf on Friday night prior to their match on Saturday too. So he got to kind of give.
Wait a
his
second.
lick back a little bit.
I don't think it's. It doesn't. He doesn't call it the Texas Flip.
No, it's
The Dave Williams Supreme.
Kingsland. I'm sorry, Kingsland Cloverleaf. Easy for me to say 3 times. Kingsland.
That's
Cloverleaf.
stupid. If you're gonna change the name,
I thought it was Queensland at first because that's like
That's
the
Australia.
way. Yeah, the first time I heard the announcer say it, I was like, wait a minute, that's
How do
Queensland.
they say it?
No. Oh, no.
No. Can you do a Rhea Ripley impression?
I don't think I can.
I think you can. I think you should work on it. What'd you think of Nick Aldis's performance?
I thought he looked awesome. I mean, he looked like $1 million. Gunther did a really good job of putting over what Nick was doing. Like, it was surprising to him. Like, he wasn't expecting that. And he even said it, like, after the match, like, after one, he's like, oh, I was not expecting that. Like, you saw him on the apron say that. And, like, that's just like a small nuance that they can do that helps the other person, even though they were not victorious. Nick Aldis won over a lot of people, and I think a lot of people that maybe didn't think he was deserving of this opportunity, which is crazy. He's absolutely 100% deserving of this. And I'm glad he was able to do it on such a big stage. He got the music. We got the full National Treasure treatment.
How about that fit?
Dude, he looked awesome. That fucking jacket sold out in like less than 5 hours on Amazon also, by the way. So, like, don't tell me that's crazy.
And he's 53 years old.
He's not 53 years old. He is 39 years old, DC Bentley. I would also like to see how many downloads since SummerSlam Night 1 that Oasis song has gotten. I didn't have it. I downloaded it right after. Morning Glory by Oasis.
Well, I haven't yet, but I will.
Yeah,
But I feel like there's a lot of other good Oasis songs that I do have downloaded.
I'll be honest. When they announced they were getting back together, was that last year or the year before?
There's a movie coming out about it, matter of fact.
I didn't know who they were.
Oasis?
No idea.
You were a kid in the 90s.
Yeah, but like, I was a little kid in the 90s.
In 98?
Dude,
you were little.
I was 8 years old. My parents weren't listening to fucking Oasis. My dad was listening to like Travis Tritt.
You had Rob Z and Doug Diggler on WPRR.
I wasn't allowed to listen to WPRR.
You weren't allowed to listen to terrestrial radio. How'd they stop you?
I didn't have a
You
radio.
had an antenna radio?
I didn't have a radio in my room until I was 13.
What kind of bunker were you living in?
No,
Was this back when
2-bedroom apartment?
Back when Cindy and Big Mike were in that cult? And they were like,
Yeah, it's called Home Interior.
they're like, we don't want you to have to do this, Mikey, but they said you got to plant tomatoes for the next 6 weeks.
I got a green thumb, so I mean, hey,
Yeah.
they're teaching me skills, I
Yeah.
guess.
Um,
Glass half full.
so, do we think that Aldis will see another match?
100%.
Okay.
Don't really know yet. I'd like to take a little bit of time and think about some positive ways they can include him again. So maybe we'll revisit this portion with Nick Aldis in a couple weeks. I don't want to give it too much time because I think it's going to be sooner rather than later.
I hope so.
I think
He's not getting any younger. He's 62 years old.
So my initial thought was like maybe like Rumble leading to Mania and then him getting a Mania moment. But I thought that was thinking too small. Like
I think
Oba
is going to win that Rumble.
Well, yeah, and I said that in the Dads of Wrestling chat. Shout out to the dads. Zeebs, Gerb, Dustin.
Gerb has a kid?
Yeah, he's got a kid.
We're allowed to say his name. We just did twice.
Yeah, we all got kids. We were the dudes of wrestling, then we all became fathers, and we changed it to the dads of wrestling. Yeah, it's crazy.
All right. The Fatal Influence.
But no, hold on.
Oh,
Before we move on to this, because this is going to be the next match is going to be very brief. Just because there was an injury, and I feel like they probably had 5 or 7 minutes left on that match, and they didn't get it because of Bree's injury.
But I did pick up on something.
Money in the Bank's in October, right?
Correct. It's the next big PLE.
10 weeks from now. I could see Triple H dangling that carrot in front of Aldis. Like, he keeps getting involved in stuff with Gunther after he told him he wouldn't. Because he got his job back. Like, look, you really want this opportunity? You really want to, time's ticking.
Yeah.
Here's your opportunity. Win a qualifying match to be in Money in the Bank.
Well, also, it keeps Gunther occupied and out of the heavyweight title scene because they're really star heavy at the top right now.
Yeah.
Because eventually McIntyre's coming back. We just seen Kevin Owens. Well, we'll talk about that. But, eventually they have a lot of people now that they don't have 100% spots for. And they're going to be welcoming a few more.
It's getting a little congested.
Including Big Bill.
Guys.
Big Bill is now in there.
Yeah,
and
big Cass.
let me ask you this, and we'll interject this here so I don't forget the thought. But he cut a promo on Monday Night Raw. He's looking great.
Yeah,
He also interjected himself in a matchup. Obviously,
but it was after the match. Javon
Right.
won, but then he took out Javon Evans.
and he looks great. And he cut a scathing promo, the likes of which he was never capable of before in NXT. My question to you is: does he need Enzo Amore to be the stick man at this point?
I don't think so. At this point, if we bring Enzo back, I want them to bring Enzo back on SmackDown or even NXT. I don't want him to be on the same show as Big Cass yet, because that's something they can give to us.
I don't think he'll wrestle.
Well, but what I'm saying is, I think he might. But just listen to me for a second. I think it's something that they can do and give us down the road. Like, I don't think it's something they need to give us right away.
You got a little Italian in you.
Down the road.
I like it. You talk with that. That's good.
I do use my.
I think does that come from Cindy Zeke?
No, I think it's on my dad's side.
Cindy Zeke has
No.
fancy nails, fingernails.
Oh yeah, Neanderthals on my dad's side. Yeah, Nigerian is on my mom's side.
But your mom gets her nails did, or she does them herself?
I don't know. I think she does them herself now.
Do you know whether she gets them done or does them herself?
Right now she's rocking a natural nail, but usually she gets like a gel.
Crystal gel. Yeah. I mean, I'm just saying, Mama Sin takes care of her own nails. I don't necessarily think that Big Bill needs a stick man right now, but
I don't either.
we've only seen one promo, so
I do also like how he pointed out the fact.
like Solo.
I do also like that he pointed out the fact that it wasn't anything personal with Javon. Obviously, Javon's gonna take it personally, but my hope is that you bring him back. He makes a big impact. He's taking it to somebody that the crowd is starting to really kind of get behind, which is good to kind of give that obstacle to Javon. That tells me they're investing more in what he's doing, and that's trusting Bill or Big Cass with something big coming back. Like, hey, we see a lot in this kid, but you're also coming in, and obviously you want to make a good first impression. We think this could work. They're both going to do the very best they can to make it work, and I'm intrigued by it because I was just kind of like, why is this happening? And then he cut that promo, and I'm like, if it's just him, like, hey man, like don't take it personally. And then Javon's just like egging him on, like, nah, like we're fighting now. Like, you took me out for no reason. Like, it's not wrong place, wrong time. Like, you just came out of nowhere. You could have come out later, man. Why did it have to be right then and there? So,
yep.
There's some meat on the bone for Mike Zeke to digest, to enjoy the story.
Do you think there was enough? Was there enough heat-inducing content in Big Cass's promo?
Nah, because I liked it.
So did I. So that hurts Javon Evans a little, huh?
Mm-hmm.
I know.
Because he's bouncy.
Yeah.
And he's going to be... And he's been showing, like, a mean streak, too. And I'm thinking,
I like
man.
it. I like it. The Fatal Influence, that's JC Jane, Fallon Henley, and Laney Reed defeated the Bella Twins, Nikki and Brie, with Paige by pinfall, 7 minutes and 30 seconds. Obviously, Brie Bella suffering a very serious separated shoulder. God bless her. She worked it to the end, though, didn't she?
Yeah, she broke her fucking scapula. And if you know what your scapula is, that's your shoulder blade.
It's
shattered.
on the side of your hip.
Yeah, that's your sciatica. Scapula's up here.
It's
I hit you on the other side, because if I hit you here, I think that hurt a little bit.
It's right in this.
That's your weenus, dog.
So she was really
she was favoring.
But she threw them kicks at Paige with some vitriol and some viciousness. I like that.
I don't know how true it is, but they said on their podcast, it was either yesterday or today. I read it today, that they wanted to stop the match, and for whatever reason, they decided to continue the match because like Brie didn't want to stop the match. Like, whether that's true or that's not, like, she still fucking toughed it out.
That's Cena's old woman. You know, some of that rubbed off.
That's the American Dragon's woman. That's Bryan Danielson's wife.
But so wait,
Nikki Bella dated John Cena.
That's the one that hurt her shoulder.
No, yes, Brie Bella.
Brie hurt her shoulder
because Nikki just came back from being hurt because that's what set up the story with Paige. And if you remember, at when we had our conversation post WrestleMania, I had said this is going to set up Nikki coming back and them turning on Paige and bringing AJ back, which is probably where we were heading. But unfortunately, because of Brie Bella's injury, that's not going to happen.
Yeah.
Nikki also said today that she's not going to do anything without her sister. So there's a good chance we're not going to see this payoff for 6-7 months from now. Are we still going to care about it? I hope so. I do, for their sake.
I really was super impressed by Paige's ability to display timing. She was on. They ran the heat on her. They beat her up. I mean, she looked like
She likes taking the heat.
But she
likes to sell,
and she did well.
She did.
I mean, she looked strong too. She did not look fragile in any way. For her to come back from the injury that she suffered and come back to home to WWE and have that performance at a big show, I was very proud. She did very well.
She did.
She
awesome.
got screwed at the end, damn it. But
Yeah.
that's me as a fan, I was intrigued.
And it sucks that Bree's hurt because again, this is probably gonna push the story that these four ladies were gonna have going forward, and it was gonna be nostalgic. It was gonna be for
I'm not gonna cry when they're gone.
Yeah.
Bella's not a big fan of them. I don't like them that much.
Who else don't you like?
I just don't like them.
Go
I mean,
on record.
there's no. Well,
She's taking notes.
I will. Let's do CM Punk defeating Cody Rhodes in a singles match. 30 minutes. These dudes went. Very good.
Dude, the first couple minutes of this match, I was just kind of like, what's happening?
Can we just address the elephant in the room and say CM Punk is on more gear than he's ever been on in his life, and I don't think he's ever been on gear, but he is now because he looked.
The peptides.
What's the difference, dude?
Legality.
Everybody, no. You're either El Natural or you're on gear. I don't care what the gear is. That's like saying, what are you wrestling in? Oh, well, I don't wear...
So even if it's prescribed by a doctor and it's, say, HGH, you're saying that's still cheating, even though it's prescribed.
Yep. Everybody, listen, get on whatever you want. If you want to be on steroids, get on them. If you want to be on the peptides, get on them. But the reality is there's people who aren't on anything. Protein, creatine.
There's people that work really fucking hard to look the way that they do.
Well, yeah, listen, I think CM Punk has worked exceptionally hard, especially considering his age. And he definitely needed the help, but he got the help. He looks great.
I think he looks in great shape. He looks awesome.
When he got up there and did this, I thought it was Macho for a second. I had like a little mini flashback.
Starting to get that tan too.
If you bring up Mach when he was wearing his trunks and doing it, they look so pretty much spot on.
Go for that 80, 88.
Yes,
89.
He didn't necessarily have abs, but he had a nice chest, good shoulders,
built,
good biceps.
Man.
Yeah, man,
he was athletic.
for sure. I enjoyed it. I thought it was really good. I do think we're getting a little closer to the Cody heel turn. You do too?
Thank you, wrestling gods. Yes, I'm disappointed it didn't happen at SummerSlam.
Yeah.
I was super happy to see Randy, but it was like kind of like being happy and sad at the same time. So it was slightly bittersweet. I was just kind of like, oh, damn it. Because then I knew this is how Cody's going to lose to Punk. Punk's not going to see it. Take advantage. It's going to be a part of the story for maybe a week or two where Cody calls Punk out, but we haven't gotten to that point yet because we haven't gotten to SmackDown.
Not yet.
By the time this posts, there'll probably be 2 SmackDowns.
Yeah.
It's getting a little congested at the top, and you had just mentioned that Drew McIntyre is going to be coming back at some point. Did you see his post? I think he put it on his Instagram too. He posted a picture of flexing his bicep with Russell Crowe.
Yeah, I did
you see that?
That was tight, dude. That's because they're both filming Highlander.
Yeah, that's awesome.
I am immortal. I have inside me blood of kings.
This is the second time you've sang it on this podcast. I still have never seen a fucking lick of Highlander. I'll watch whatever this iteration
by
is.
Queen. Like Flash. Whoa! You ever hear that one?
Yeah, it's Flash.
Yeah, whatever.
The fuck? What?
Whatever.
You had Cody Rhodes on
Whatever flamboyant canoodlings.
What?
Yep. It's only smoke and mirrors.
That was my favorite one. When his face was disfigured.
Anything else on that one before we move on?
No, I mean...
We promised to go quick on these, and we're having too much fun.
Listen, I typically don't care for babyface versus babyface matches, but there was enough heat and animosity that was built over the last 2 weeks between the two of them. That
They did
it
a
made
very
sense.
they did a very good job
Um,
at keeping it pretty much neutral. I don't feel like they
I don't think one leaned
remember when you
heel
said
more the other way.
asked me to call the double turn and I told you which direction they were going?
Yeah, you said
That way.
yeah.
And that's the direction they went. And there wasn't a heel or a face quite at the end, but there's little leanings.
I think it's going to be literally like an 11th hour decision.
Yeah.
Because, again, I think Punk could turn heel and turn babyface before he's done.
Do you think
and it would still be good?
You think he'll be loathed as a heel like he was when he fought Taker?
Yes, and I'll tell you why, and I'm going to write it down right now. And we'll talk about it once we talk about night 2.
Okay. Obafemi defeated Brock Lesnar with Paul Heyman Hell in a Cell match. This went 11 minutes and 40 seconds. It was their longest match yet.
Yeah, and in retrospect, like hearing 11 minutes, you're like, fuck, that's not long at all. But then, like, you hear Brock Lesnar attached, you're like, wow, that is kind of long. I wish it would have gotten maybe another 4 or 5 minutes, especially if Brock is truly done. He announced Monday or Tuesday on Pat McAfee show.
We'll take a look at it.
Okay, we'll talk about it, but
real quick look at it.
He lost. He came back in the ring, raised Obafemi's hand, just said, "I'm the past. This is the future." Officially, kind of anointing Oba and giving him that respect on television. But Triple H had kind of alluded to it in an interview earlier in the week that Brock not handpicked Oba, but saw enough in Oba that like whatever they had planned for him going into SummerSlam, they changed everything because they were calling Oba up. That says a lot.
I think
like you get to go out however you want to go out. We already have this laid out, and one person impressed him so much. He's like, "Nah, we're gonna do this instead."
Yeah, I mean, and look at the guy he picked. I mean,
would you have rather we had seen Gunther versus Brock Lesnar at SummerSlam? Yeah,
not a chance.
Exactly.
Look at how physically imposing and explosive Obafemi is. That match was more fit. Brock gave him more than I ever expected to see Brock give anybody in a match, and then for him to raise Oba's hand at the end shows great class, and him to say what he said, I think it's a very poetic end if it's an end, because he's genuinely and verbally passing the torch to a young up-and-comer who happens to be a college athlete, just like Brock was, happens to be young and jacked and strong and explosive and misunderstood, just like Brock was.
I will say I am slightly concerned for Obafemi, but we will talk about that. I want to talk about Raw very, very briefly.
Do you want to just throw it in here?
I mean, we can, because Braun Breaker did not have a match.
Correct.
At SummerSlam.
Right.
There was an intense stare down between Obafemi and Braun Breaker, and then there was an additional backstage interaction between himself, being Braun Breaker, pronouns pal, and Paul Heyman. Like, where's your boy? Oh, I thought you just know where Oba is. Like that little, whatever. Like my hope is that's like Paul's like, okay, kid, that's what I want to see.
Oh man, I see. I was really
hoping for Oba and Paul.
Yes, dude, because that dude does not necessarily need to cut a full length promo. He can have Paul be his Paul bearer, and he be the Undertaker and cut his little piece at the end of Paul's diatribes. That would be so tight, dude. So and Braun Breaker does not need him.
I agree. This is the beauty of not only what we discuss on this show, but how,
our wrestling fantasies.
Yeah.
We have wrestling fantasies. I do. I sit and have fantasies about wrestling. Who's going over on who? It used to be Donna D'Erico on Baywatch when I was a youngster. I'd watch that and have Baywatch fantasies. Now I'm old and I'm just like, nah, this takes too much effort. But wrestling fantasies, I have them all the time.
Do you
Deep wrestling fantasies?
Do you prefer Braun as a babyface going against a heel Oba?
No.
Okay, so then I think Paul's got to go with Braun here. Here's why.
Until it's over.
No. Here's why. I think you have Cody align with Mr. Heyman officially, once he turns heel, you got Cody and Braun breaking. I'm telling you, dude.
That would be earthquaking.
And it's not going to be this new evolution. It's not going to be this second generation. It's going to be the new Dangerous Alliance.
Yeah. What if Paul?
And we're
Heyman,
going to get fucking Roman and Seth back together.
What if Paul
Telling
Heyman starts this Dangerous Alliance, and then The Rock comes back?
I don't want to see Dwayne Johnson anymore.
Nah, he's coming.
No.
His movie career is in
fucking
peril.
Hollywood.
He needs us.
No. Did you see that trailer for the new Jumanji movie?
Nah,
That shit looks good.
Nah,
It looks good.
nah, charisma. I don't
It
care.
looks
Or
good.
Wayne, I'm not
He
convinced.
talks like a woman. I didn't know I could do that. He punches a guy.
I like when
It's funny.
when the mom jumps into him.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, it's good.
She punches like she's like, oh, I didn't know I could do that.
Yeah.
It's hilarious.
All right, you got me again, Dwayne. You
Fucking
son of
A,
a bitch.
Dwayne. Bastard.
Night 2. Kevin Owens defeated Finn Balor, Gunther, and Sami Zayn by pinfall. Actually, Nick Aldis making his babyface presence known here once again by giving us back Kevin Owens, who came back to a resounding ovation. 8 minutes and 30 seconds, a relatively short amount of time.
It was a short opening
four
match.
gentlemen's.
Especially for it being a fatal four-way, it was short. I really like that Nick came out and, like, hey, I got to do what's right for business, and I'm going to give Gunther his rightful opportunity. But then I just said he's going to continue to fuck with Gunther, and that's going to lead to, hopefully, him wrestling again.
Gunther gave a little, at the end of the match with Aldis, a little, so he's not,
That's what I'm saying, and we have a SmackDown here that we haven't seen yet, so
I see what you're saying.
I think we might see Aldis wrestling again sooner rather than later. My hope and prediction is Money in the Bank. But to see Kevin Owens come back was awesome. I apologize to my neighbors, not that they listen to this show, but I was very excited. Like I said, let's fucking go, dude, very loud. Because I was happy to see him. Because honestly, dude, I didn't know if he was ever going to wrestle again. And that's terrible.
What was his name? Brutus Magnus?
Nick Owens?
Yeah,
Brutus
Magnus.
Yeah, I'm talking about Kevin Owens.
Yeah, I know, but I'm just asking.
You're still on Nick Aldis. You love seeing the national
What was
treasure.
Kevin Owens' name? Kevin
Steen.
Steen. That was Ring of Honor.
Yep.
Did he ever wrestle as any other name?
Nope.
See,
Not that I know of.
I was thinking when he wore the singlet, he was a different name.
No, he was Kevin Steen.
Do you wish he'd wear the singlet?
No, I think he looks great. What he's wearing is literally what I would probably wear if I wrestled. Covering all of the things that I feel are imperfections, showing off the things that I think are appealing, like my tattoos that he didn't have until he met me. I still stand on that.
He probably was like,
he got more ink.
Cool motherfucker coming up with a beard and tattoos. He was like, all right.
He still has his hair, though.
And
so
then he
he's
made
got
a
leg
mental
up on
note.
me.
He was like, I have this little bowl, but I need.
I told you. He shook my hand. He turned my hand twice, looked at it, and then 6 months later, he's
I
starting to get
can see
a
how
sleeve.
you get jelly. I'm a little jelly.
I like these tattoos, man. That's why I got them. But I'm super happy that he's back. I'm glad that he's safe. Fucking 90 seconds into the match, that maniac does a fucking swanton off the top rope to the outside. What a way to say, hey, guys, I'm back.
I didn't notice any ring rust on him at
he
all.
looked awesome. He looked
yeah.
great. Really excited for this. I'm going to circle it because we're talking about this match. But go ahead.
Pretty amazing how two guys from Ring of Honor had transcended this far. El Generico.
Hell yeah.
It is an amazing story that they've hung in there this incredibly long, and now they're like upper statesmen to the point where there's no belt involved, but the match was great. The quality was great.
I'm genuinely invested in anything that those guys do.
Sammy's strong for a guy that's kind of built like him too.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of odd.
Yeah.
And Owens is a little
what?
portlier.
What?
A little portlier, you know what I mean?
We literally have the exact same body style.
I didn't say that.
No, I'm saying that.
Well, I wasn't gonna.
Portly, yeah.
But
there's nothing wrong with being a little portly.
He looks very strong. But
he does, and he looked awesome.
But
Happy you're back, dude. That
They're-
was awesome.
their engagement in this match was not of guys that are older or
No.
seasoned in any way. I'm proud of them because I remember seeing them way back in the Ring of Honor days when Jim
Yeah.
Cornette was in charge.
Like I remember when he turned on Generico, when Steen turned on Generico. God, that was fucking 20 years ago now, almost.
Yep.
Which is insane to think about, but yeah.
Yep.
Awesome opening match. The only thing
You are old, Mike Zeke.
Yes. The only thing I
old.
don't like about this, and I just want to touch on it, is I feel like Finn Balor gets lost a little bit here.
I agree.
And I was really kind of looking forward to this when it was just announced as a singles match between him and Sammy because I thought for sure Finn was going to win. I did.
Yeah.
I legit thought we were going in that direction.
But hard to be disappointed with the direction they went, though.
They could very easily give him Money in the Bank, and that redeems all of those qualities for me, and then I'm happy again.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So
Baron Corbin defeated Trick Williams with Lil Yachty by pinfall.
pretty fucking like impressively too. I don't feel like Trick got a whole lot in this match, dude.
I don't get it, dude. I listen. There was not a lot of steam coming into this match. Baron Corbin coming back was okay. Like he didn't get a huge ovation, but Trick Williams doesn't wrestle like a traditional babyface. Like you're using Little Yachty against a guy who's returning for the first time in a long time, who may just naturally, for sake of being a novelty, get some of the crowd reaction. I don't understand why they were using Yachty against Corbin. I don't get that part.
Yeah.
And, he wins, so what? Trick Williams gets to chase the title now? I don't know if I want to even see that.
Using Yachty for Trick when Trick is being presented as the babyface is kind of like, why do you need him to help you beat this guy? And it works. It works if the roles are reversed and Baron Corbin is the babyface in this situation and Trick is the heel champion and he's got his heel manager on the outside helping him distract the bigger guy. In that aspect, it works. It just, the dynamics of the match were fine. Fundamentally, it was okay. But like just that part of it, it was if it was just flip-flop, I'd have felt better about it.
For night 2 and everything else that we saw on night 2, it just wasn't enough.
No, I feel like if
Behind
they
it.
flip-flopped night 1 and night 2, I would have been a lot happier at the end of the weekend.
Probably, yeah. I think you're probably right. So let's move on. Chelsea Green defeats Charlotte Flair, Jade Cargill, Lash Legend, and Tiffany Stratton.
My second clap on
13
this
minutes.
show tonight. Very happy for Chelsea. That's awesome.
There's no denying that crowd reaction.
Nope.
They lost their shit.
Yep.
I will say Lash Legend had a hell of a showing. Damn, is she good.
Lash is very good.
Strong, dude.
Very strong.
Good face, good reactions. I like it.
And I know that Rhea's going to be back at some point, and she'll probably beat Chelsea.
Yeah.
Or maybe she doesn't, and there's some swerve, bro, and somebody costs Rhea.
You know what the Bentley swerve is?
Yeah, I do know what the Bentley swerve is.
That's right.
They start kissing.
I also like Tiffany Stratton. Pretty good effort in here. This particular match, which been a minute. You know what I mean? Since I've seen some real.
Tiffany Stratton needs to be a heel. I don't buy her as a babyface, and I'll say it. I'll say it. I just don't. I don't buy her as a babyface.
Are you friends with her on IG?
Yeah.
She seems very likable on her Instagram.
I don't follow her. I lied to you. So.
Well, I do. Danhausen defeated Dominic Mysterio, 6 minutes and 50 seconds. Humans money on the match.
18-0 is that Danhausen. Love that Danhausen.
What? Did you really love this match?
What? Yeah. What was wrong with it? I don't think it should have been semi-main. I thought honestly it was going to happen. Or I'm sorry, it wasn't semi-main.
It was. Yeah.
I think if they had opened SummerSlam with this.
Agreed.
And they could have switched this and Kevin's match. The match we had first in this match. And I think if at any point, which I feel like the crowd was kind of down, like the crowd was kind of down towards the middle of the show. That would have been a great thing to bring that crowd back up, having Kevin return in that.
What's your overall opinion of the "You Are Cursed" and the thing coming up and Dominic? I mean,
I love Danhausen. I mean, it's you have. I'm sorry. I love Danhausen.
you know, you're entitled to your opinion. I'm not disagreeing with it.
Yeah, you're telling me I should be wrong.
No, it's not for me. I roll my eyes. I don't like it. I wish he would just beat him with a boot.
When he
That'd be
wrestles,
cool.
when he wrestles, he can wrestle. But I agree.
Yeah,
But this is a gimmick
he can
match.
wrestle.
But it's a gimmick match, so it makes sense as to
Yeah,
why
humans'
this is how
money's on the pole match.
So it makes sense as to him using his
Why do they have
powers.
to say the human monies? Animals don't have monies.
A lot of animals don't have opposable thumbs either, DC Bentley. Or
Well,
bank
a couple
accounts
of
for
them
that
do.
matter.
Well,
You know a lion's got a bank account?
No, but a lion doesn't have an opposable thumb, but Bubbles has a bank account. He's still alive.
Michael Jackson's monkey?
Yes, he still lives and he has a bank account.
His chimpanzee.
Yes.
What do you think
Bubbles.
the interest he builds on that?
I have no idea.
You think
I bet the insurance is high. He might gnaw a teller's face off.
they got that.
I'd like to make a deposit
insurance.
and rip your testicles and thumbs off with my teeth.
That's in a safety deposit box.
Yeah,
chimpanzees
anyways,
are, humans money's match, whatever. It's good.
I liked it for the wrestling. I didn't like the ending as much. The little people were good. I heard Brad Garrett.
Yeah.
Not Brad Garrett.
Brad Johnson.
Brad Johnson
The
was one of them.
comedian, Yeah.
I'm
Good
not
for
sure
him,
which
that's
one he
awesome.
was. I don't think I could point him out.
He took a picture, I think, with Danhausen. He put it on his Instagram or on his.
He does it
profile.
very like a very specific and good Danhausen impression. Like he sounds just like Danhausen.
I don't think I've ever heard his impression.
We should look it up before the end of the show. Chad Gable defeated Penta by submission in a singles match. This was heartwarming 11 minutes and 10 seconds. Everybody gives the criticism to the mug root beer dog. I don't give a shit. The point of WWE, if this is, it's to obviously make money. So that's my call on it. Still a great match. I don't think it robbed it of anything. What do you think?
I think Penta should have won.
Hard to beat Gable there, huh?
I hate the fucking music. It's so forced, dude. It's so forced. And then the sponsor at the end. I'm sorry, it ruined it for me.
Can't
I
Jim
wasn't
Johnson
on
just
from the jump. No, I wasn't on about it from the jump. I hate the fucking song. Song doesn't work. It's forced. Come on. He's trying. Like it's. Hey, I'm a babyface. Pay attention to me. I'm sorry, it doesn't work for me, brother.
Do you think he was much more comfortable under the mask because that's more of a performance and he knows that character better than he knows himself as a character?
Maybe, but
Because Grande Americana did not seem forced.
No, but what he was doing before he became El Grande Americano was fucking great as a heel.
Shorty G?
No, when he lost his
Do
Intercontinental
you remember
Championship.
Shorty G?
Yes, I remember Shorty G.
No, I know what you're
But when
talking
he
about.
lost his IC title match and then he fucking snapped and he turned heel.
Yeah.
And he left Otis and he started, American Alpha or whatever the fuck it was with him and the fucking Creed brothers.
Yeah.
But like,
They were called Team America.
oh, World
Fuck
Police.
Yeah. Yeah, fuck yeah.
Here to save the motherfucking day, yeah. I didn't want to see Penta's reign end yet.
I think they're gonna push him to AAA, and I think that sucks.
Nah, I think
I hope they
we're gonna get another reinvigoration of the tag division, brother. We're gonna see the Lucha Brothers back together.
I hope something's better than
I'd
just
like to
getting beat
see.
by everybody.
I'd like to see Ray Phoenix drop the cruiserweight title to JD McDonough. I'd like to see that.
Roman Reigns defeated Seth Rollins by pinfall. Singles
Woof.
match for the World Championship title, World Heavyweight
Woof.
Championship. 33 minutes and 25 seconds. All right.
I was falling asleep.
Have at it, brother.
I was falling asleep.
It took forever.
The producer hit me twice. She's like, "You're falling asleep. You ready to go to bed?" I was like, "No, the match is still on." She's like, "You're not even watching it." It was putting me to sleep. I rewatched it the next day. It didn't put me to sleep the next day because it wasn't, 9 o'clock at night.
It took
But
forever.
the match was too long. I don't think. I don't know. I'm not the Booker man. I think Seth should have won here, man. I don't know, man. Like, Rollins always having the upper hand on Roman. Maybe it's just because it's that reality of knowing that, like, man, these guys are going to be done probably in less than the next 10 years. wrestling.
You would think, right?
And that fucking sucks. Like that realization in that moment, I was just like, "Fuck."
Closer to the end than the beginning.
Why couldn't I have had that night 1, and then at least ended on a high with the way they ended night 1, and have that on night 2?
Yep,
You know what I mean?
definitely.
It's like, hey, motherfucker, you're old. Like, I'm sorry, man. Like this, I like how they acknowledged Moxley with the mask.
Did you see the memes where they had those two?
Kurt Angle.
No, they had those two, and then in the middle it was Moxley like a ghost, and then
I saw. You played what?
With arms wide open.
I did not see that. I saw the meme where it was them doing the Shield pose, and it was Kurt Angle in the Shield gear behind them, and then he retweeted. It was like, "Oh, I miss you guys too." It was fucking hilarious.
I'm not surprised, to be honest with you. I was hoping for a different result to just see what happened, because I don't know what you do with Rollins from here.
Yeah.
It seems like you can only go down from here for him, but you never know. We're going to find out. What were your 3 biggest takeaways?
Kevin Owens returning and becoming the #1 contender for the WWE Championship. Solo Sikoa showing out in the 6-man match.
That's a good one.
Chelsea winning the WWE Women's Championship.
Okay, excellent. My 3 biggest takeaways were the bloom is off the rose for Trick Williams. I didn't feel like that match had any heat. I feel like it did nothing to further him, and maybe got him a few steps demoted. Liv Morgan is the best woman's heel in ages. I love to hate her, and I love to hate her on Monday Night Raw, just like I love to hate her on SummerSlam. So she's got
premium live events.
Yep, PLEs. Aldis still got it. Got to come back. We got to see another Aldis match for sure.
Yeah. The only reason I didn't mention Aldis is because I don't think it's going to be the last we see.
No, but that was my takeaway, because this was going to be something I was going to watch and say, I don't want to see any more of this, or
no, I want a little more.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep. I did circle this because we're at the end of our review and discussion of SummerSlam.
Yes, we got a few more little listen and respond, but
I just want to mention this because Kevin Owens is the #1 contender. I think Punk is somebody that I think Kevin is the perfect foil for Punk being the heel in this scenario.
Those matches would be so good.
I'm telling you, the matches, the promos, all of it. Because there's going to be some truth to whatever Kevin is saying, and there's going to be some truth to whatever Punk's saying, but Punk's just going to be that like literally that much more of a sleazebag in the situation.
Yeah.
And that's going to be enough to fucking get that overarching turn that I've been wanting for Punk in this scenario, especially with guys like McIntyre coming back as a babyface.
Yeah.
He can be a squirrely ass fucking heel going against the I'm just saying, man. Like
squirrely.
We got so many guys that
I like that. I like that adjective.
Yeah. Move Matt Cardona to fucking Raw, please. Or you put him in a story with Cody or align him with Cody. Give him the rub somewhere with all of his guys that he's friends with, because they've talked about it enough on television. I'm not seeing enough on TV. And I feel like if that's something they would give to the general audience, more people would care about Matt Cardona. There's a lot of guys that I feel that way about, that they're underutilizing, they're not giving enough time on TV, and Solo was one of them. And now look what they're doing.
Yeah, but he's carving a path for himself too. He's really doing something.
Yeah, but okay.
He's very entertaining.
LA Knight, I got to a point where I didn't care about him. I still am kind of like borderline there. Yeah, but
Kevin Owens caught him with a super kick to the face. Sammy stunned. KO. Startup. Cover. Welcome back, Kevin Owens, #1 contender to the WWE title. Here is your winner, Kevin.
new ink. Look, it's fresh.
Very nice.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome.
You think he's trying to send you a message?
Yeah, get off your ass and do something.
Now, time for you to get a little color. Little rising sun.
No, I don't think it's a rising sun. I could be wrong, but it looked like it was just red as if it was just done. That's what it looked like to me.
Is there anyone from this this weekend, either night 1 or night 2, who you feel like has put themselves in that conversation?
But there were a lot of them. I think Nick Aldis last night put in
Nick Aldis. I mean, he was good, but
just saw him. A lot of people just saw him as a GM and didn't really understand
I got
what
heat
he
with
did.
Triple H.
What do you
He's growing
think?
his hair back
Kevin
out.
Owens. For me,
Kevin Owens.
when you come back from something,
Let me mention
that they
Aldis
tell
and
you,
Kevin.
it's possible that you might never wrestle again. I've been there. And then you're able to deliver on it. And it wasn't like he was out there holding back. It wasn't like he was out there trying to take it easy. That was Kevin Owens
100%.
in all his glory. And he delivered on it. Makes me immediately think about Kevin Owens.
What do you think? Really putting Aldis and Owens over. Kind of had the same reaction, right?
I think we're onto something with what we've been talking about.
All right, so let's do our Darren Mays wrestling question of the day. Darren Mays, we love you. It's Darren is a nerd.
Yeah.
On Instagram. Oops.
Question of the day. Who had the greatest gimmick that was based off an animal? Let me know.
What do you think?
Question of the day.
I will say not only based off an animal, but if they had an animal in their name. So I got 2 right off the top of my head that I can name. But the best, that's a tough one.
You want to give me your second one first?
My second one would be Junkyard Dog. I feel like Junkyard Dog was very over as a face, but he wasn't over in my era of fandom, nor was he over in your era of fandom. But there was.
JYD had passed, I think, before I was born, or shortly after.
It wouldn't have been long, but he was definitely not wrestling when you were watching. You know what I mean? Barely wrestling when I was watching, but I love JYD. But my number one is one from just a little bit later than his era.
Is it Jake?
Yeah, Jake the Snake.
So Jake was probably going to be like that was the first one I thought of. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I can't really think of anybody else like off the top of my head that like I would put above Jake that played a better role. And it's gonna be a cop out because it's the same genre of animal, but Randy the Viper.
Ooh, yeah.
Evolution of the snag.
That's good. Oh,
Snag.
snag.
I'm a snag.
That guy made $1 million off that video.
Did. Fucking bring Vine back, guys.
Yeah, and I think you could make an argument for saying the rattlesnake. You know what I mean? I don't necessarily agree, but you could say
I've never seen a rattlesnake stomp a mud hole and walk it dry.
Yeah. I mean, monikers are not the same as names, right? So if somebody's called this,
Well, because I wanted to say Ricky
what about
Steamboat initially.
It's like Sting can't be an animal-based wrestler, right?
He doesn't.
He's not. He's
When
not
he
a
hits you with a
scorpion.
scorpion death drop, you do not get poisoned.
He's not a Sting. He's not a.
He doesn't have a
scorpion.
stinger. He is the stinger. He does not have a said stinger. He's the stinger.
What about Arachnaman?
The fuck?
Do
was
you
that?
remember Arachnaman?
No.
Oh, dude, let me show you a picture of Arachnaman, and we'll show the audience Arachnaman.
Ricky the Dragon
WCW
Steamboat.
Arachnaman. That's a good one.
That was the other one I was thinking. It was Ricky.
Here he is. Arachnaman. WCW.
What the fuck?
This is.
Looks like Shocker. Looks like Marvel Superstar Shocker.
I don't know if that's in focus or not.
It might be. If not, here.
That's Arachnaman.
You got to do what the influencers do. Put your hand behind it.
Okay. Well, look him up on your own if you can't see that.
If not, I'll put a picture of him right here. All right.
But that is a animal-based gimmick.
Okay.
I like that one, actually, Arachnaman. For all the wrong reasons. I remember him because that was a terrible ripoff of the Shocker, right? From
Oh, it had to be.
Didn't it look just like the Shocker?
Yeah.
Colt Johnson, wrestling question. And then we're going to move on.
who has the best
best chops in pro wrestling history? Now, some of the old school guys would obviously say somebody like Ric Flair. Some of the new school people would say probably Gunther. Either way, it's always super impactful when these people are throwing these chops. But in your opinion, who has the best chops in pro wrestling history?
All right.
Drew McIntyre throws some pretty good fucking chops.
He's pretty heavy-handed.
Harley Race threw some pretty good fucking chops.
Yeah, I mean, as he got older, they didn't hold up so well, but neither did Flair's. You know who had a good chop? Juvi Guerrero, man.
Juventud did.
And his name shall not be mentioned, but one other animal-based wrestler.
Hardcore Holly had some pretty good chops, too.
He was heavy-handed in many respects. It looked like a lot of his...
Hey, I got an idea. Why don't you give me the belt?
Yeah, that's right. All right, let's...
Hold on, before we move on. This is the first time in history I've ever done this to you on the show. But you gave me Darren is a Nerds on Instagram question of the day.
Oh, yeah.
I have a VIP question of the day for you.
Oh.
From our sponsor, VIPizza.
The following segment has been sponsored by VIPizza.
I saw Dustin today.
Yeah.
And he said, I want you to ask DC Bentley this question. I probably should have sent this to you.
Oh, boy.
When we had the discussion about the medium-sized man,
Yeah.
Scott Hall. The question for you, DC Bentley, is who are the two wrestlers wrestling when Scott Hall made his debut on Monday Night Nitro? When he walked down through the crowd and stopped the match.
That's an excellent question.
Now,
I have no fucking idea.
I will tell you,
Yeah.
I knew one member of the match. And I remembered who the manager was of this wrestler, but I did not know who the other gentleman was.
Was it Wrath?
No. So I thought it was Kenny Chaos. It was not.
Oh, Kenny Chaos. Hell of a wrestler.
It was Steve Dahl, who I don't think I've ever heard of. No offense, Mr.
No.
Steve Dahl. And managed by Colonel Parker was the Mauler, Mike Enos.
Really?
Mike Enos was the one that I got.
The Mauler.
Yep. He was called the Mauler.
How long did he go by the Mauler?
I don't think for very long. But it according to when Dustin looked it up, that was his nickname at that time, I guess. But thank you for the question, Dustin. Keep them coming.
Yeah.
Keep them coming.
I didn't.
I'm going to start asking you more
did not
questions
know
on
that.
this show.
Well,
So
you might not get any answers. I'm not a savant of wrestling.
we'll see what it
quite
does
like
to
you
the
are.
algorithm. Sometimes it's just us being drunk and talking about stupid shit. So
What is? I'll put this thing. Here we go. It's time to play. Speaking of VIPizza, this is another VIP sponsored segment called "Who Wants to Be a Sting Millionaire?"
The following segment has been sponsored by VIPizza.
All right, there are 10 questions.
Stop.
Yep.
you're going to say all right again in a second. Let's pause that for a second. I got to get a drink. I'm totally out of everything.
This is Who Wants to Be a Sting Millionaire, a game that we're going to play, sponsored by VIPizza. You don't have to be a VIP to get treated like VIP at VIPizza. Get down to Bellwood, eat the French fries, eat the pizza, eat the bowlies, try the wings. They have burgers. They have sandwiches of all variety. The best culinary confections this side of the Mason-Dixon, I'm convinced.
Yeah, we went down on the 31st or the 30th. We went down to VIPizza for a family event. And I got to cook with Dustin food for our family. And
Nice.
I got to be in his domain, and I got my hands a little more dirtier than I expected.
What
as
does it
far
look
as-
like? Does it have Easy Rider posters on the wall?
No Easy. I got to get him.
Do you
one.
remember that magazine,
Yeah,
Easy
yeah,
Rider?
I
It had
remember Easy Rider.
the sexy motorcycle gals. And
Yeah,
I
remember
could
the
see
Easy
Dustin
Rider
being
magazines.
That type of guy
there's
who likes a sexy
as soon as
motorcycle
you-
gal.
As soon as you walk into the establishment, there's a television, and then if you get to the counter, there is a personalized picture signed by Dr. Tom Pritchard, who got to experience VIPizza.
How about
And
that?
put over VIPizza.
He's
enjoyed
practically
it, enjoyed
wrestling
it.
royalty.
Yeah, he is. He trained The Rock, and
Yeah.
don't get much bigger than that. He's trained a lot of other people.
Well, and he also shared a tag team with Gigolo Jimmy Del Rey, who did the.
Are you going to give me a body wave?
I don't know if that's how he did it or
I
not.
kinda wanna-
try.
No.
It's actually you're allowed
I
to
don't
say
think-
it again.
I don't think I can do the body wave.
Yeah, that's it.
Wasn't
Yeah,
that the
that
body
is
wave
it.
you did?
I
All right.
like it.
I'll leave that.
I
in. I'll
got,
cut
I
the
got
other part
dangerously
out.
close. There was some flappings in my ears.
And he was all into it.
Yeah.
He was like doing the Rick Rude and doing that at the same time.
but
Must have been good cocaine.
we,
Before we get
I
started.
guarantee it.
Indulge me.
Libation celebration. My fingers are stubby. So this is
Aw.
Who Wants to Be a Sting Millionaire? That's my Regis Philbin impression.
was good.
Yeah,
You
you
got
like
it right
it?
at the end. I got it.
Yeah.
No, you stupid!
For $100. What was Sting's real name? Oh, wait a second. Lifelines. Let's go to lifelines.
Oh, we got
You
the
do have
Bentley
a-
bailout.
You have a Bentley bailout. You have a 50-50. You have an Ask
Ask
AI.
AI. Yep.
That's right. $100. What was Sting's real name? A. Scott Byler. B. Steve Borden. C. Bill Stevens. D. Thomas Smith.
Ooh. B. Borden Stevens.
That is right. It is Steve Borden. $100 awarded.
That was for Dustin. The Borden Stevens thing was whenever NXT was getting indie guys, and whenever Sting had joined WWE, there was a meme that was making the rounds, and it was a picture of Sting like when he was in the main event Mafia, and it had like the NXT like lower third, and it said Steven Borden's or Borden Stevens. I fucking died, and then like they did.
I would have been all there for it.
They did one of Samoa Joe. It said Joey Samoa. So we always talk about when we talk about
Joey
Samoa
Samoa.
Joe, we call him Joey Samoa.
Oh,
So,
my God.
it's fucking hilarious.
All right. Well, number 2. For $500, Sting was born in what state and town? A. Pensacola, Florida. B. Austin, Texas. C. Omaha, Nebraska. D. Phoenix, Arizona. Remember, Mike, you have 3 lifelines.
Thank you, Regis. I don't want to use one early, but there's 2. There's legitimately 2 that I'm stuck between. But I think it's a cop out because it's where he lives now. He lives in Austin, Texas now.
I did not know that.
Yes, I know he lives in Texas. It might not be Austin, but I know he lives in Texas. Fuck it. Give me the 50-50.
50-50 is going to remove Austin, Texas, and Phoenix, Arizona, Pensacola, Florida, or Omaha, Nebraska.
I should have just went with my gut. It is Omaha, Nebraska, which
That
I
is
believe
correct.
was C, correct?
C, correct. 50-50 is now gone. Number 3, $1,000. Which name did Sting not wrestle under? A. Blade Runner Flash. B. Blade Runner Sting. C. Steve Borden. Or D. The American Blonde.
B. Blade Runner Sting?
I'll read them over again.
Read them again.
A. Blade Runner Flash. B. Blade Runner Sting. C. Steve Borden. Or D. The American Blonde. Which one did he not wrestle under? If you genuinely don't know, take a lifeline. Because I feel like the next one you'll get for sure.
Well, you have 2 Blade Runners, and I'm pretty sure Blade Runner Flash was Warrior, not Sting.
Well, one of them was Rock. I'm giving you a hint.
Motherfucker. God damn it. All right. Bail me out here, Bentley.
Bentley bailout. There was never a time when Sting wrestled under the color of his hair.
The blonde, yeah.
Yep. D. American Blonde. Number 4 for $2,000. Who trained Sting? A. Rick Bassman. B. Sergeant Buddy Lee Parker. C. Terry Funk, D. Johnny Rods.
A.
That is correct. For $2,000, Rick Bassman. $4,000. As a teenager, Sting would be a standout in what sport? Football, track and field, baseball, or basketball?
It's A or C. I know his sons played football. Fuck it. We're going to ask AI.
All right. In high school, what sport was Sting Steve Borden best at?
In high school, Steve Borden, known as Sting,
Yeah, see how I
excelled
fucked
at
up.
basketball.
Basketball,
He was a standout
yeah.
player, also playing football.
Yeah, you did your homework because both of his boys, I believe, played football.
Well,
I know Steven did.
All right. $8,000. This one might be a tough one for you. This professional wrestler, after Sting saw him for himself wrestling in Los Angeles, California, inspired him to get out of bodybuilding and gym owning and get into professional wrestling.
He saw this person working out.
No, saw this person wrestling in Los Angeles, California.
Oh, Hulk Hogan. You don't have to.
That is correct.
Yeah, I already know that.
Damn. Hulk Hogan, Lex Luger, Shawn Michaels, Junkyard Dog. A. Hulk Hogan is correct.
Yep.
For $16,000, the seventh question, Sting would make his debut in what independent wrestling company? AWA, the American Wrestling Alliance. B, Continental Wrestling Association. C, Global Championship Wrestling. Or D, NWA Southwest. The first time he ever wrestled.
Read them for me one more time, please.
A, the American Wrestling Alliance. B, Continental Wrestling Association. C, Global Championship Wrestling. Or D, NWA Southwest.
It's B or C. Give me.
I'll give you a hint. Because I love this game and I want to see it keep moving. Global Championship Wrestling was backed by Herb Abrams, who didn't get started until well after Jim Crockett was WCW.
Continental.
That is correct. B, Continental Wrestling Association.
You know
A,
what threw me off?
What?
Because of fucking Georgia Championship Wrestling. The letters, the GCWs, what fucking threw me off. Because then he wrestled for Eddie Gilbert down in Florida.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so go ahead. Hot stuff. Eddie Gilbert. Look him up if you've never heard that name. Look him up.
The next song comes with a audio. I can't show you.
Yeah, don't show me. Is that a mother of Christ?
That is what they call him. All right, and my question for you for $50,000. What was the title of that Sting theme? Was it A, Turbocharged, B, Seek and Destroy, C, For Whom the Bell Tolls, or D, Crow Theme by Jimmy Hart?
Crow Theme by Jimmy Hart. D.
Sure it's not Turbocharged?
Yeah, I'm sure it's not
Oh,
fucking
good.
turbocharged.
For $25,000, what
250,000? You did 25. They said,
sorry,
50,000.
250,000. I can't.
Come
see.
on, Regis.
$250,000. What famous brand of heavy-duty gloves does Sting wear during his WCW Sting run or Crow run? A, Hardbanger. B, Batatech. C, Scorpion Tech. Or D, Mechanics.
Oh, Scorpion Tech. It's D. Mechanics.
That's right. Number 10 for $1 million.
Is this the last question?
This is the last question.
Boom, 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 boom.
What
boom,
famous
boom,
cinephile
boom.
wrestler suggested Sting go black and white? Was it A, DDP, C, Kevin Nash, B, Hulk Hogan, or D, Scott Hall?
It was the medium-sized man.
It was.
D. Scott Hall.
Indeed, the
Talked
medium-sized
about it on the
man.
Scott Hall episode. Hey, man, you ever think about getting rid of the colors? Doing something different?
Well,
Wasn't for Scott Hall making the suggestion, we never would have seen that iteration of Sting. So, thank you, bad guy.
Your knowledge remains sound and untested here at the Bet Mike Podcast.
You fucking tested it all right. Thank you.
Well, hey, listen. This is what we do here, and we invite you all to play along. Let me throw a little question out there for you. If a team has been a team in ECW, WWE, Ring of Honor, TNA, WCW, and AEW, do they deserve to be in a Wrestling Hall of Fame?
What were the? Give me the team, the companies again.
ECW, WWE, Ring of Honor, TNA, WCW, and AEW.
I mean, you would think so. Who's this team?
Abracadabra, boom shakadabra. I'm Violet J in the back.
Back like a
Would you
vertebrae.
buck against it at this point? Now that they've been featured on every single one of those major wrestling promotions all throughout the history of wrestling. We're talking like 30 years they've been featured on wrestling programming, which is pretty outstanding.
I don't think that's enough to get a Hall of Fame induction, dude.
Drew Carey's in it. Can't they get in the celebrity win?
That was not a Paul Levesque fucking call. That was a Vincent Kennedy McMahon call.
Yeah.
God damn it, I love Drew. What's he owes now? Price is Right.
Spider-Man.
Yeah. Let's talk about it.
Brand new day.
Brand new day.
So,
Wait, that's not the New Day's new tag name?
Spider-Man Brand New Day?
No, just Brand New Day. They're not New Day anymore. They're Brand New Day.
Are they really?
No, I'm asking you.
That'd be cool. I have no idea, but that'd be cool.
Yeah.
I'd accept it.
I would.
So the movie itself, what I will say is my favorite things, and then I'll talk about the things I didn't like, and then I'll let you take over. Obviously, the color saturation of this movie is beautiful. Very vibrant colors. Almost put you in the mindset of the print comic books that had the limited color palette, so they had to make do with the colors that they had. So there was a simplicity to it, but also the suit looked really, really good.
Mm-hmm.
And the paying homage to those little bits and pieces of the comic book with how they brought Spider-Man in with the bad
The original
guy.
comics, yeah.
Not the bad guy. But
He's got the guy
Yeah.
here, and he's swinging.
Yeah.
And they kind of slow it down, and then Tombstone holding him over top.
Very
of it.
true to
Yeah.
comic book art
Him and
iconography.
Scorpion.
I also
There's a couple other ones in there, but
so people can say, and I also would agree with the fact that Tombstone not heavily featured, Ramrod not heavily featured, but they also played a part in that little menagerie of Tom Holland crime fighting throughout the city of
it was
New
a
York.
nice little montage.
Very good. And
it was to open the fucking movie, too, which was cool.
it almost advanced the story from point A to point where we were at.
Listen, the producer just said spoiler. I'm sorry, it's been a fucking week. If you haven't seen this movie yet,
Oh,
this is gonna come out 2 weeks
that,
after anyway. I'm sorry, if you haven't seen Brand New Day yet, I don't
or
know what
heard
you're doing
somebody
with your
else
life.
talk about it online.
Yeah.
It's better suited to
Yeah,
talk
don't
about
get
it
mad
than
at us. Get mad at whoever fucking said it to you in the first place.
But anyway,
My buddy at work fucking told another one of my friends at work something that happened literally at the very end of the fucking movie, and we'll talk about it. And I don't know that he knew it was the very end. I pulled him outside. I was like, just so you know, that was the end of the fucking movie. He goes, I thought it wasn't real. I was like, that was the end of the fucking movie. So
that's a shame.
I'm sure they'll both see it at this point. So.
Yeah. I loved the inclusion of those characters, and I loved their look, even though it didn't play a big role.
During the montage.
Yeah. The emotional screenwriting in this movie was excellent. I mean, I was very emotionally invested in the relationship, and I feel like we've watched these kids grow up and fall in love
because we did. They're fucking married in real life.
Yeah. Well,
Ned and Spidey, right? They're married in real life.
I have no idea.
Oh no, Zendaya and Tom Holland. Sorry.
Well, but I mean, you look at how they started at the young ages and tender ages they were and how old they are now, they have very much grown up cinematically in front of us.
I think
So
somebody said it's been 10 years since Homecoming.
I would, yeah.
Which, if that's true, that means he's been. I don't think that's true because maybe it's because we saw him for the first time in Civil War. That was 10 years ago.
Yeah, Civil War, yeah.
Because I'd have said it'd have been even older then because Civil War came out before we got Homecoming.
Yeah. Well, Civil War was what, 2011, 2010?
Somewhere around there.
Jeez.
Probably a little older.
Anyway, but I really felt for these characters, and it really was when they were confused, I felt bad and confused for them, and when they were heartbroken, I felt bad and heartbroken for them. So really good emotional interplay between the characters and the viewer in this motion picture. But I also like the little caveat that they threw in there with the, his body ever changing. Little disappointed with the end result in that mutation. I thought there would be more to
see
it.
Man Spider?
Yeah, or something closer to it than what we got.
Other than just the eyes.
Other than him just turning into
super strength.
Yeah, so
turn into Superman.
Yeah, that's right.
Super
Other than
Spider-Man.
him just getting better and stronger because he powered up in some way from it, it didn't really.
And he did just kind of get his heightened senses, it just kind of like locked in out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Like he struggled with it, and like I understand where we're heading, but it just kind of wasn't like this big crescendo to him getting it. It was just kind of like, up, and then we.
Well, and I felt the inclusion of Jean Grey and her, because I was a little confused. That I didn't know that was part of her mythos, this jumping from person to person thing. So I really, when that was the exposure to the character, I just didn't, because it was
literally her entire character.
No, but I mean, she could
Did
only
you watch
go
the
so.
Original ones?
But I didn't know she could only go so far. So you know what I mean?
Like, this is young Jean Grey. This is not established, older, dating bub.
Well, see, I didn't know the younger Jean Grey, and I didn't know those specific limitations. But I also, whenever it came to fruition, I was like, I get it now. Mm-hmm. So when she had that, blast of, psycho energy or whatever they call that. I don't know if they call it psycho energy. That would be the wrong thing to say. Kinetic energy, yeah. And really came into her own. I was like, okay, this is good. But I almost felt like we were amiss a cameo from whoever the next Professor X may have been, because that would have been something to come scoop her up and take her to the.
Who I think she's on her way to the school.
Yeah.
The rumor mill, the interweb says it's going to be Bill Skarsgård. I hate that.
We'll find out.
Professor X, like,
what if it's Alexander?
He's too tall.
What if it's Alexander Skarsgård and he sits on the wheelchair with no shirt on? He just abs.
He just sits
just
back.
Tarzan abs.
He didn't fucking True Blood. No. Get fucking James McAvoy back. Why can't you, with all these different incursions and all these different? We're seeing all these variants, and why not just fuck?
They're going all new.
He's not old though.
I know, but they don't care.
Patrick Stewart's fucking 95 years old.
They're making their own thing. But the character highlights for me too. Frank Castle obviously was awesome. I thought the return to badass, big, strong, burly Lou Ferrigno-faced Hulk was awesome, to say the least. So a lot more good than bad. At the end of the day, I think it was one of the best Spider-Man movies I've ever seen. And I have a little question for you, but give me your whole review.
So I went into this movie with high expectations because of how I felt about No Way Home. I do not like it over No Way Home. I know you do. I like where we're going because I think I have a pretty good idea on where Spidey fits in within the next few movies that are coming, and I do believe we will be getting a Spider-Man 5 at some point in this next 5 or 6 year time frame, maybe, because I think they're going to probably take a slight break from acting, but I don't think we'll see Spidey again until the second Avengers movie that's coming.
It'll probably come out before the next the Batman movie comes out.
Fuck. Fuck, don't get me started on that. I'm talking about Marvel. I really enjoyed this movie. I really wanted like a big bad that he just couldn't fucking defeat. And he had nobody.
It was heartbreak.
Oh, man.
That's the greatest villain of them all.
Yeah.
When your heart is broken because Mary Jane just don't remember, or it's MJ, and when MJ
Well,
just
Mary
don't
Jane's
remember
right,
you.
though. Yeah, but it would have just been
And
really cool that while he was dealing with all of
Felicia
that,
tried to throw herself
Yeah,
at him.
but it's like really cool that
You know what?
if it was all like all that was happening, and he was also dealing with a big bad on top of that, and then obviously getting Jean's help once they realize they need to help each other, not be against each other. Do you see what I'm saying? Like,
You know, the real hero is Marissa Tomei.
yeah, man.
She hugs a bitch and it just cures all.
Yeah, just get a
She's
hug
like, I'm
from
gonna
Marissa
take all the
Tomei.
Stranger Things and the X-Men pains out of you.
Yeah, and then got rid of it like immediately.
And now she's nice.
Yeah.
And now we can be friends.
She
She didn't even kill the guy that killed her sister. She let him go. She's like, Marissa Tomei hugged me. We're good.
Yeah, he escaped just quite quickly.
He's a real fiend. I don't like that guy. I don't trust him.
Well, I like that they kept the story with Hulk open-ended because he was being transferred to a DOD facility. My hope is that he breaks out.
I heard that they are done with Ruffalo.
I think they're going to try to get the rights 100%. I think that's what they're going to try to do.
Until
they
should get
reintroduce
Edward
Hulk.
Norton.
Well, I think that's their workaround.
What if
for
he
these
came out of
movies.
the asylum and he was Edward Norton?
I think there'd be an audible gasp in the movie theater. Mine might be the loudest.
Just played it off completely. He'd be like, I was really doing
You don't
yoga.
even
I was
see
doing
him.
yoga.
No, you don't even see him. It's like it's a reveal, and then you just hear those fucking the weird ass like huffing with the breathing noises.
How about we
he
never
was
see
doing.
Bruce Banner again? Just give me Hulk. Who cares
might
about
be.
that skinny little nerd? I don't care about science and all them beakers and shit.
Well, when he stopped beating on Spider-Man and said, "I'm your friend Peter," I said before this movie came out that I think the Hulk remembers Peter, and in that moment he stopped and then let himself.
Wait a second. You could see the eyes
Yeah.
through the goggles. What did you think of that little? So you could see the human if you
could
really
see
looked.
him. Yep, and then he looked in the mirror.
Because Hulk knew that Peter was looking into him and seeing the real him.
He remembered who Spider-Man was.
That's right. What the widow used to say? It's getting sun's getting low.
Hey, big guy, sun's getting real low. Well, she's dead.
No,
Unless he
but
goes for the
we'll get
new
a
Black
one.
Widow.
Yeah, I don't
You
like
think
her.
the Hulk would sulk in
She's
that?
kind of nasty.
Why? Because she's Russian?
She looks like a girl you would have, picked up in a Glenn's place or Underdogs. Whoops,
Just moved our entire table.
Club Ratchet over there. Classic attitude. That's what she
Oh,
looks
the
like.
island.
The classic attitude's kind of broad. Just asking
I
Peter
wasn't
to
old
take
enough
his
to go when
clothes
it was
off.
called that.
Take
Yeah,
your
she
clothes
does.
off.
I'll
You
tell
must
you.
take your clothes off.
I will say, when he walked out and he still had the fucking mask on, I was dying.
He was jacked. I was like, wow. I
And
didn't
then
know
his-
all that was under there. It's a well-kept secret. That
Well,
might be
he's
his
a big
greatest
guy.
secret.
So he's
His
jacked.
identity don't mean shit compared to that
He kinda
six-pack.
looks like Pac,
Well,
the wrestler.
I mean, he's been out of the fitness game for, since Civil War, so, good for him, but
I mean, I really enjoyed
you
the
must
movie.
take clothes off.
You do little minuscule whatever. I do big potato things.
Yeah, but
Wow.
my son has been saying that for days now.
The big potato
Big
thing.
potatoes and little potatoes things. I don't. God dang it.
From now on, we talk about stuff pertaining to the podcast. We'll talk about little potatoes.
Little
big
potatoes and big potatoes.
But overall, I really enjoyed the movie. Myself and the girls went to go see it. They both enjoyed it for the most part, from what I understand. And the ending.
What do you mean? From what you understand, did they tell you they liked it?
Yeah, I
I
mean,
think you got a
Charlie
pretty good
loves
understanding
everything.
of it.
The ending. Do you think Ned just all of a sudden knows who he is?
You know what? This is an interesting question. Because it leads into us believing that MJ will eventually remember him, like that emotional scene that
I don't think she'll eventually. I think she does.
I don't
When
know,
Jean
man. I don't
was
know
holding, no, listen to me. When Jean was holding everybody, remember when part of the block was down right before Frank fucking tried to shoot her? I'm not going to say the rest of it. Right?
Well, wait.
Did you notice the teardrop that came down her face?
Yes.
I don't think it's because she was stuck and couldn't move. I think it's because she was tethered to Jean. Jean finally got through a little bit more to Peter, and their fucking thoughts got connected. So in that time frame where she was held,
That's intimacy.
all the
That
fucking
is deep
feelings and
intimacy. I
all
like
of
that.
all the memories of Peter came rushing back, and that's why she was crying. Because we did not see Zendaya after that. We did not see MJ after that happened. We saw Ned, but we did not see MJ. And now Peter's not on this earth.
Well, but here's my thing. Here's their out. Because whenever Spider-Man was leaving their little apartment,
I got another one.
Zendaya called him Peter, and he said his name is Peter. So maybe he recognized his voice in the coffee shop when they did that, and that's why he said it. But how do you remember the handshake is the question.
There was another very small thing that happened. The drawing that she drew of Ned and Peter talking, and she showed him the sketch that she had done. He wasn't wearing his mask, but he was wearing the homecoming suit, not the suit he was wearing when he was sitting there talking to Ned.
Wow.
It was the small spider from the first movie.
I didn't even notice.
It was very fucking small. And then the blonde that lives in the same apartment complex, they showed her a lot. And then when he picked up the pizza, the pizza was delivered, they said, leave it. And then he opened the door, picked it up, and then they zoomed in on that spider. I think that's Gwen Stacy.
I agree. Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. I did kind of reference at it, but I didn't go into detail.
I think that's Gwen Stacy. Not that I'm trying to go through like all of the Easter eggs in the fucking movie, but like
might as well. I mean,
that's what was one that was really glaring to me, and like her like looking up and down, like, is that my shirt? He's like, no, and he's wearing like the juicy pants and like,
yeah,
we have a built-in story going into the next Spider-Man movie. It's like, hey, dude, you stole my clothes. Also, by the way, I have spider powers like you do now.
Yep. You saying that reminds me of a discussion we were having earlier. Fuck you, Fez, from that 70s show. I hate that little motherfucker. I like Wilmer Valderrama as an actor and a person, but Fez,
good day.
Fuck you.
I said good day.
Let's do this. We'll go to an at the lunch table.
Oh, okay. We haven't done one of these in a while.
But you have walked in to a cafeteria.
Sweet heat pizza.
And you have to sit with one of these 5 tables with characters that are a mix of both Marvel and DC characters. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Table number 1. Brute table. Punisher. Wolverine, Lobo. Table number 2. The comedy table, or Class Clowns. Morph, Star-Lord, and Robin, or Dick Grayson.
Which Robin?
Dick Grayson.
Which iteration of Dick Grayson?
Wow, that's
whatever
a good
I
question.
want.
Yeah, well, it would be from...
Can't be Teen Titans Go because he's a buzzkill.
Oh, man, I guess you can pick any, man.
Okay, we'll keep going.
Give
me 3.
Could be Chris O'Donnell.
Okay.
He takes his socks and makes some nunchucks. Remember that
He
scene?
did
That was badass. Table number 4.
3.
Oh, sorry, 3. The leader table. Kind of like the jock table. Cyclops, Superman, Captain America.
Okay. 4.
Table number 4 is the loner or the renegade table. Green Lantern, the Flash, Iron Man.
Okay.
Table number 5, the sidekick table. This I don't agree with, but Spider-Man, Deadpool, Iceman. I don't see them as sidekicks.
I don't either. So
But
I'm
you
going with the brute table. I'm going Punisher, Wolverine, and Lobo.
Why them?
Because I think it would be funny to hear them try to one up each other with their stories. Because initially I would have picked Spider-Man, Deadpool, and Iceman just to hear Deadpool make fun of Iceman.
Yeah. What about the table too, though? The Morph, the Star-Lord, the Robin.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure that'd be funny. But, like, Star-Lord was not the character that I gravitated towards the most in Guardians. It was Drax.
Just a good point.
And Groot. I think those were my 2. I still have yet to see Guardians 3, by the way.
Really?
Yeah, I still haven't seen it.
You should. You should go out of your way.
It's on
I
the
think you'd really
docket.
enjoy it.
We watched the Christmas special, and I think that was technically after the third movie, so I don't know if it spoils anything, but
The Christmas
Fuck it.
special
yeah, they did a Christmas
on
special.
Disney?
Mhm.
Was it the real actors?
Yeah.
Or like a CGI deal?
No, it's the real actors. Yeah.
You ever see the Battle of the Clones? It's all.
Mm.
I want to see the real Yoda.
Yeah, I want to see the real ones.
Flesh and blood Yoda,
You want to see
which
the
we've
real
never
one?
gotten, whether it was a puppet or CGI.
No, it's always been a fucking puppet or somebody inside of a costume.
But this little segment here is one that I started between myself and my best good friend Mike Zeke called Wrestling Recommendations, where we make one recommendation each week of a wrestling match we feel like if you were a non-wrestling fan, you could watch it, and it may very well shape your opinions towards the favor of being a professional wrestling fan. So, Mike Zeke, I have mine. I can go first, or I would allow you to go first if you have yours.
I have mine, but I would like you to go first.
So mine is one that's a little kind of out of left field, but I'll explain to you why. I feel like there is a big buzz around like the hardcore side of wrestling. There's been some Vice documentaries made about the really deathmatch style wrestling. So I feel like
GCW is very popular, and they do a lot of deathmatch. I think the King of the Deathmatch still goes on, the tournament still to this day.
right.
But yeah,
But I feel
it has
like
its niche.
if you're gonna watch something that's really hardcore, best to watch something that's really hardcore with a really hardcore story that underlies it. So my wrestling recommendation for this week is the Boiler Room match between Mankind and The Undertaker, where Paul Heyman ultimately turned.
Paul Bearer.
Oh, sorry, Paul Bearer,
That was SummerSlam.
who had
was it
dressed up
not?
like Paul Heyman
Yeah,
once.
that was SummerSlam.
That
was
was a SummerSlam match, correct? So, in the spirit of SummerSlam, I figured look back on it, but I love that match. I love the story of that match. I feel like the ending builds to a crescendo with Paul Bearer turning on the Undertaker.
Yeah.
And I feel like it was probably Mick Foley / Mankind's some of his better work.
Yeah,
as far
it
as
was
what he would
certainly
do.
one of those situations where they put him in a positive scenario where he was getting the better of the Undertaker, who's the more established, wrestler for WWE at this point,
And it was very convincing.
and it was turning his manager against him. So it clearly was like, okay, they're doing something with Mankind. They're doing this for a reason. It's not just to throw it away.
Yeah. Now when he came back in the bat suit,
Survivor Series.
yeah, it wasn't so crazy
You
about
didn't
that.
like that gear, did you?
Nah, he
I
looked
kind of
like
want to get you that action figure now.
he looked like Ozzy Osbourne in the No
Just
More
gonna put him
Tears
back
video.
here. I'm gonna put him back here. I'm gonna put him on the wall, hanging down.
That big cow will not be. He does not like to share the spotlight.
He doesn't want to be
No,
besmirched.
he does not want to. Yeah, he definitely doesn't want to be besmirched. Well, I tell you what, you want to besmirch him if you can find a figure with the snake skin or python skin pants that Taker wore. That would really be besmirching him.
Just tune in. You'll see it soon. Just keep an eye on here.
That may very well be under protest.
Well,
I don't know.
we'll
if
see
I'm
how
gonna
much you fight
accept
it.
that garnish.
My
around our
wrestling
studio.
recommendation for the week, in spirit of Kevin Owens making his triumphant return at SummerSlam, I go back to a match that he had with his best friend Sami Zayn, July 24th, 2016. This would have been the year that my daughter was born, and this was on my brother-in-law's birthday, Dustin's birthday. Kevin Owens versus Sami Zayn at Battleground. This was their blow-off match for this feud they had on the main roster, and the commentators did a really good job of telling the story, even though anybody that was watching what they had been doing since they both showed up in NXT, or someone like myself that was following them since Ring of Honor, they did a really good job of kind of putting a bow and buttoning the reason why they were going to the lengths that they were to beat each other up. And I just remember them doing things that I couldn't believe that Vince allowed them to do. Like they were doing spots on the apron that were really dangerous, and just like things that I hadn't seen them do on WWE, but I saw them do in Ring of Honor. It's like the match they had at Final Battle, they had a ladder match for the Ring of Honor Championship.
Yep.
If that had been a singles match, I feel like this is the singles match we would have gotten if it wasn't a gimmick match, and we got it in WWE. I got to see Steen versus Generico again, and I got to see that style match on WWE.
Right.
So that's one. Go out of your way, watch that one. It's a good one.
Awesome. Excellent pick.
Yeah, thanks.
All right. So that leads us to our final event of the evening, which is our Four Horsemen.
Main event.
So just sticking into the general vein of comic book movies, there were obviously some very good representations of comic book characters in that new Spider-Man movie, including, like I said, the Hulk breaking free from his Professor Hulk persona and being more the badass Hulk that we're used to. But there have been some stinkers in the translation from comic book character into movie character. So this week's Four Horsemen is the 4 worst translations of a comic book character from print to movie.
Okay.
I like to let you go first.
I don't have them in any particular order.
No, we always say that.
We don't like all 4. There's a reason these 4 are on this list. Ezra Miller's iteration of the Flash. Being such a huge fan of the CW television series and like hoping that we would have seen Grant Gustin be the Flash on the movies, because I feel that it could have translated well and it would have done really well. I hate that they recasted it while there was like a show that I was heavily invested in that like I was not going to take my focus off of, because they really built a lot and put a lot of time and effort into the Arrowverse, and then they just kind of shit all over it because Zack Snyder had this vision for DC movies and there was no tethering, no connection, no nothing, to the point where we had Henry Cavill as Superman in movies and then we had a Superman in the Arrowverse. The guy's name's escaping me right now, but he did a fantastic job as Superman for it being on a television series.
Yeah.
And Tom Welling prior to that in Smallville. Like, I really just feel that they did enough on the television series that it warranted a movie. There's TV series that growing up as kids, like South Park was on TV for a couple of seasons, then they got a movie.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like it's not
literally
totally out of the realm
2 years.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's not totally out of the realm of like possibility that could have happened. And I think they could have made $1 million plus movie at the box office that would have included Stephen Amell as Arrow, as the Green Arrow, and Grant Gustin as the Flash. You still could have had Ben Affleck as Batman because Batman was not showing up in the Arrowverse.
Or Robert Pattinson.
I mean, that would have been fucking cool too. That would have been awesome. But at the time, Ben Affleck was the Bat.
Well, yeah, but I mean, can you imagine if... when did the Batman come out? I mean, wasn't it
2002.
Grant Gustafson?
Or not 2002, I'm sorry. 2022 is when the Batman came out. Robert Pattinson.
What's his name? Grant Gustafson.
Grant Gustin.
Grant Gustin. He was still kind of, young and in his prime, and he could have...
Yeah, he still looks good. He could still do it. It'd be awesome. A what if you will.
Yeah, a real. But I get it. And we learned out that, he was kind of a creep. Did some creepy things. And
Ezra Miller.
Yeah, and I'm not speaking out of turn. That's
it's in
public
the news.
record. Yeah. So we don't want to spend too much time on that. But my number one, or the first one I'm talking about, Colin Farrell's presentation of Bullseye in the Daredevil movie. That was so far off what the comic book was. And I don't even... it's one of those things where you blame the director or the director of photography or whoever came up with this general character design and said that this would work, but it didn't work for me, and I don't think it worked for a lot of people. It was just kind of a miss.
Okay. I'll take it.
Will ya?
Yeah. X-Men Origins Wolverine. Deadpool.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Not smartass Wade Wilson before he became Project X. Project X. There's a reason why Ryan Reynolds shot him in Daredevil 2.
And rightfully so. Yeah.
Fuck. Whoever thought that was a good idea, and like when I saw the movie theater, I was like, "Oh, this is kind of cool." And then I started to read some of the Daredevil comics, or not Daredevil. I'm sorry, the Deadpool comics. At this point, I'm just kind of like, that don't make no sense.
No, it didn't. It was nothing.
How do you go backwards? Like his suit that he wore when he wasn't disfigured resembled more like what he actually wears than what he fucking wore when he was Project X.
I don't have an explanation.
Or Experiment X, whatever they call it.
Other than they were producing a movie that they felt would touch more people than those highly popular comic books, which is just not the case. I mean, even the people that see it look at it and go like, they threw too much at that Wolverine Origins movie.
Oh, yeah.
There was too much going on.
I think there was a lot riding on it when it came out because of it being an origin story.
Oh, I
and
agree.
Everybody having opinions on it. And I think they did a good job of telling the origin story of Wolverine. It's just they did a really shitty job with the supporting characters, like Liev Schreiber's Sabretooth. Like he did
No.
What?
Gotta cut you off.
Oh,
We're gonna talk about that.
okay. Well, why don't we talk about it?
Well,
Because I just talked about Deadpool.
All right, so yes, Liev Schreiber Sabretooth, one of the worst
Terrible.
comic book character depictions of a comic book character in all of cinema history. He did not only not look like him, he wasn't built like him. He didn't move like he did in the comic books. He didn't have the same powers that he did. He basically was a dick that grew long fingernails. That's it. Occasionally he would grin and have, some like vampire fangs in. Sabretooth was a big, brooding beast.
Yeah.
He was not a quote unquote 5'10" soldier from World War II or whatever.
I was looking up the name of the other actor. I really liked
Tyler Mane
as Sabretooth.
Former WCW wrestler.
Yes, but Sabretooth was also in my top 4.
You know who did him right?
You can't beat the animated series. Yeah, you can't beat the animated series.
Did you like my sound effects?
I did. So we each have one left. Right?
I think we each have 2.
I have 1 because Sabretooth was my other one.
So I had Bullseye and Sabretooth.
I said The Flash, Sabretooth, and X-Men. So,
right.
But because I agreed with you on Sabretooth, go ahead and give me your third.
Toad.
Okay.
Listen, I love the guy who played the Phantom Menace. What was the dude's name? But he had the bow staff tricks and...
Oh, Darth Maul?
Yeah.
The guy,
That's the same guy who played
yeah,
Toad.
same actor, yeah.
He's great. But Toad in the comic books was like a little paunchy. He had a bowl cut.
Should have been Danny DeVito,
He had
with a bowl cut.
Maybe, or somebody that was just a little non-imposing creep.
Imagine Frank Reynolds as a fucking comic book character.
I think it would be for Toad and what they made him look like in the comic book, perfect. But they made it that he was very cool, but Toad wasn't cool. You know what I mean? They missed the mark for me.
Yeah, I'm picking up what you're putting down. I have an honorable mention before I give you my last one.
All right, go ahead and give it to me.
Is it Aaron Taylor Johnson? His version of Quicksilver?
Is he the one that was...
the one that dies, yeah.
No, wait a second. Is he the one that became Craven?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, you're right. That sucked.
Yeah, he couldn't dodge those bullets.
And
But
then they made him Jeffrey Dahmer.
Yeah, that's my one.
Jeffrey Dahmer became Quicksilver.
Yeah, I thought he did a good job.
He does a good job.
I like those X-Men movies. The fucking Days of Future Past.
Why have
and
2
Apocalypse? Why not?
I don't know. Just
Why not?
Continuity's sake, just make
If
one
you think
actor.
about it, the X-Men universe was the first universe that gave us that fucking multiverse kind of crossover in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Oh, the only time we got crossover was when they had Easter eggs in like the Incredible Hulk movie, where like Cap was frozen in the ice, and you could see it when he fucking causes the avalanche. If you pause it at the right minute, you could see Cap like frozen in ice. You didn't get that crossover on the movies. You just didn't get it. Ghost wants his pets. Sorry, I gotta pay the ghost tax. Do you have any honorable mentions before I give you my number 4? So let's.
Yes, Shocker.
You didn't like Jamie Foxx as Shocker?
No,
I liked him in No Way Home as Shocker, but
I know,
did not
but
like
they
him in the Amazing Spider-Man 2.
We're still trying to undo it, but it was.
I like how when he was in his form, he had the mask though. I'll take it. I'll take that.
Are you going to give me Ryan Reynolds as Green Lantern?
No, I'm not, because I liked it.
I did too. I thought it was all right.
If I had to put these in order, this would be my number 1 that I hated the most.
Okay.
Topher Grace is Eddie Brock.
See, that's
Venom.
tough because
Not
I feel like as an Eddie Brock, he was good. As a Venom, he was terrible. He played jealousy really well.
Yeah, but I don't care about Eddie Brock. I'm just like, why is Eric Foreman taking pictures of Spider-Man?
Do you feel like this Spider-Man movie that we just watched is better than Sam Raimi's Spider-Man 2?
Yes.
Ooh.
Yes.
You know that's a big debate right now.
Yeah, I think it's better than the second Spider-Man. It's not better than the first one. It's surely better than the third one for Tobey Maguire.
I mean, the consensus, I think, is that Spider-Man 2, Sam Raimi, was the best Spider-Man movie, and now this one...
Over one?
I think so.
Look, I know we get the reveal that Harry gets to see... Or was that in 3, when Harry sees Peter as Spider-Man?
I think that definitely happens at the end of 2, right? Because it leads into 3.
Yeah, like, we get the reveal, we get the whole shock and awe, like, whatever, but I love Doc Ock, but over Willem Dafoe's fucking Green Goblin, I'm sorry. Nope. And Macho Man's in the first movie, so nope, sorry. Bonesaw is ready.
All right. Number 1. Topher Grace was the number 1.
Eddie Brock. Venom.
Howie.
Spider-Man 3.
So, we do this thing every week. It is our passion. It is our pleasure, but we would not be doing it if we did not have good help and support. So, first and foremost, always love to thank producer, Miss Producer. This would not be done without her. So, I love her with the wholeness of my heart. I love you with the wholeness of my heart, Mike, Zeke. I love all of you out there that take the time to watch it. And may you live as long as you want, but not want for as long as you live.
Love the JC Mateo.
Yep.
Tip of the hat. Love the Oungebeld.
Oungebeld.
Love you, babe. This has been episode 54 of the Ben Mike Podcast. Catch you on the next one.